Legend has it that years ago here in Phuket, there used to be a gigantic vehicle that was blue that would take you from the airport all around Phuket for a third or less of what taxi cabs would cost. Today, we're going to find out if this mythical creature exists or what happened to it.
20 seconds in Thailand, Thailand Rob. I've had a lot of people ask me to do a little bit of something about the Phuket Smart Bus and what it is, how it works, and what's going on with it. And I'm here sitting at the living room today in probably one of the noisier locations, but in actuality, I'm sitting here because this is the main road that you used to see the infamous, wonderful, not infamous, the wonderful Phuket Smart Bus system work. Every day about 1 hour you'd see this nice blue bus with a red sign in the front saying where it was going to go, and you knew that everyone on board had paid a third to get where they were going, or less than what they would have paid had they gotten a taxi cab from the airport, whether it be to Surin Beach or all the way down to Rawai Beach. So the Smart Bus system was a great thing, but this was 2.5 to 3 years ago when they re-implemented the Phuket Smart Bus system. Now, what the hell has happened to it since COVID? For those of you that have never heard about it, what it is basically, about 2.5, 3 years ago, Phuket restarted an old bus system that they used to have, but that had went under. They brought it back. So at the airport, on the hour, every hour, a bus would leave, travel all the way down to the end of Phuket, do a U-turn, come all the way back. And you could get on this bus and just ride the whole way down for the most it would be at the time was 170 baht. Whereas if you took a taxi cab, it could be anywhere between 5 to 800 baht, depends on the style of cab that you pick. It used to be, back when it was running consistently, in the very beginning, you could only pay for the Smart Bus by a rabbit card. You would purchase a rabbit card, whether it was on the bus or somewhere in Bangkok at the BTS system, you would purchase a rabbit card, and it's a magnetic card like a credit card or a debit card size, and you just load money onto it, and the bus would take that. And it would only take the rabbit card in the very beginning. Last year, or the year before it stopped running its consistent level, it had gotten to the point where they would accept cash on the bus. I have seen them actually take cash because it would become a hassle for a lot of people that did not have a card after just getting off of an airplane at an international airport, or maybe the bus just didn't have enough cards on hand that day. I don't know, but I've actually seen them take cash on hand depending on how far you would go. They would just lot it out. I think for me to get from the airport to Kamala, if I remember right, I think it's 75 baht. However, what happened during COVID was, obviously, there was no tourism anymore. So the bus system went completely under as far as making any money, so they just shut down all of the bus systems. And that went on for almost all of 2020. We'd never see the bus. But then in the very beginning, at the very end of 2020, we started seeing the bus come down through here like once, twice, maybe 3 times a day. It wasn't every hour like it used to be, but we started to see it, and we really were getting excited, and our hopes were getting up that life was going to start to get back to normal. Then January showed up, and that's pretty much when we went back into another type of lockdown. Bangkok went into its red zone, less tourism came back down to Phuket, and honestly, this year, January, February, now we're into March, I haven't seen that blue bus at all. I mean, I'm not sitting out here every day watching for 8 hours a day, but I haven't seen it, and I used to see it back at the very, very end when we thought things were getting better. And I'm just looking ahead to see if one's showing up so I can show you, but no, haven't seen it. Today I went to the website, the Phuket Smart Bus website, to see what the schedule was, or have they updated it, and the whole website shut down. The schedule site had shut down. Every link that I could find to get to the website was inactive, and that had nothing to do with VPN at all. Good plug on the VPN there. Remember the VPN? Yeah, NordVPN. There's still some other websites you can look at for the rate, but it's irrelevant right now because it just doesn't appear that there's any buses going on right now. So I just want to give you the update on that because several people said, Rob, please tell people what the smart bus is and how much cheaper it is than taxi cabs. And that's true. When running, that's awesome. I would take, if you got only like 1 or 2 bags, I would take the bus. If you've got more than that, if you got 2 to 4 bags, depending on their weight and size, you might just want to do a taxi cab. And what I recommend, if you get off at the airport in Phuket, there's a taxi stand outside that says meter plus 100. That's the best one you're going to get, meter plus 100. Because if you go to someone else, it's just like a private taxi vendor, he's just going to charge you, they're going to charge you a flat rate. They're going to say 700 baht, 800 baht. They're going to make it even, 750. There's no meter involved. I always recommend the meter. If you can't get on the smart bus, then pick a taxi cab with the meter plus 100 in Phuket. Guys, that's today's little story. That's what I wanted to tell you. Thank you for the ideas of what to put. Please, in the comments, if you have a question or you want me to make a video tomorrow about something that you're interested in, leave it in the comments. I'm getting several ideas. This was the one, and I did. I sat here at the living room and I'm waiting. We got nothing. We got these vans out here, these little vans, but they're not as cheap as the smart bus. But what you can do in the vans is you'll get a group of people, so you might pull it in, and it might be cheaper if there's a whole bunch of you at once per person. You could divide the money up. But other than that, I don't know what to tell you when the smart bus is coming back up. But the next time I see it, I'll pull the camera out and I'll let you know that we're back up and running. Guys, have a wonderful, what day is it? Tuesday? Have a good Tuesday, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.